Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, a viral recording outside the Yakima Police Department with immigration enforcement is raising some questions. Why some community advocates believe it may have violated state law and how officials are responding. Plus, Governor Ferguson is proposing a statewide ban on cell phones in schools. We break down what the policy would look like and what questions remain. Also ahead, Representative Dan Newhouse says the American cattle herd is near a 70-year low and is impacting local meat processing. Why he believes President Trump's plan to import beef won't fix the underlying problem.
And it's hot and breezy this afternoon. Perfect day to run in the sprinklers. Big changes headed your way as we head towards the weekend. I'll have all the answers. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
It's great to be with you here on this Wednesday evening. I'm Wendy Redman. We do begin here at 6 o'clock with weather on this alert day. There is a lot of change headed our way, and we do need to talk about those winds as well. So here to break it all down for us, our very own Stacy Lee. Stacy, what do we all need to know?
That's right, Wendy. Well, hottest day of the week, possibly the last hottest day of the year. But we're tracking critically dry vegetation and strong gusty winds as well. Those are going to continue right on into the weekend. So first alert weather day, and the winds have been pretty blustery out there. They've decreased a little bit in Tri-Cities, but still pretty windy in Yakima and down the Columbia River Gorge. 97 degrees in the 5 o'clock hour. We hit 100 degrees today, and that humidity is very low, 14%, and that all ties into the first alert fire watch kind of a day. Temperatures all through the region, most of us in the 90s at this hour, 89 for Pendleton. We still have some smoke alerts, especially in the Kittitas Valley. We've been tracking poor air quality there this afternoon, but things are improving as the winds are blowing in from the west. We're also seeing poor air quality this evening in Sunnyside. So temperatures staying nice and warm, nearly 80 degrees at 11 o'clock tonight. So nice hot day, but don't worry, this cold front is moving in late tonight and into tomorrow, and that's going to decrease our temperatures, but the gusty winds are here to stay for tomorrow, so be fire wise. Breezy and gusty winds for the next couple days, elevated fire danger as well, cooler temperatures into the weekend, and will we see some much needed rain? I'll tell you more coming up. Wendy?
Thank you, Stacy. The Yakima Police Department is responding to backlash over a viral video which some say appears to show YPD officers handing over a man to ICE agents. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us what happened and why the department says it's all a misunderstanding.
The police staffer, I don't know what his role is, then just walks back in and closes the gates. Community members in the back of the cars, and ICE takes him.
This video is going viral on Instagram. It's already been seen more than 75,000 times. The video, taken August 24th, is filmed outside the Yakima Police Department building. It shows what appears to be 3 ICE agents arresting a man in front of a side gate. A YPD officer can be seen standing at the gate before handing an ICE agent a bag. Yakima Community Aid is the group that took the viral video, and they say that based off of what they saw, it's possible that that interaction violated the Keep Washington Working Act, which prohibits local law enforcement from working with ICE.
It looks like it could potentially be a violation. I can't definitively say yes or no, but it is definitely at least raising a red flag.
On the other hand, Yakima Police says there is more to the story. YPD says that it does not work with ICE in any way. In this specific scenario, they say that the corrections officer opened the gate to release a DUI suspect, where ICE agents had already been waiting in the parking lot.
We do publish our inmates that are in our court or in our jail online, and so I'm assuming that's how they got the information, but I don't know how ICE did their investigation to know this person was leaving.
Chief Boyle says that the bag the officer handed over to ICE contained the suspect's belongings. It's not the first time that ICE has waited for suspects to be released in the parking lot, but Chief Boyle says that it has never been coordinated. I told Yakima Community Aid members YPD's side of the story, but they say that it doesn't change how they feel.
The reality is that there's already a lack of trust within law enforcement. And then whenever potential violations like this, or what is seen as potentially some type of collaboration. What it does, it just further instills more fear into community.
Civil immigration is not a local law enforcement purpose, and we encourage people to communicate with the department. We're not going to go and ask your immigration status as we take a report. So we encourage people to be a part of, if they're a victim, we want to bring justice to them no matter whether or not you're legally in the country or not.
At this time, it is unclear what the immigration status of the man arrested by ICE is. Caleb Stupkowitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Chief Boyle addressed the video to a crowd at an August 25th town hall meeting at the Yakima Tennis Club, saying once again, YPD does not work with ICE. A Yakima woman is dead after being hit by a car late last night. Here's what we know. The crash happened just after 10:30 in the 100 block of North 5th Avenue in Yakima. Officials say the driver was going north on 5th Avenue when they hit the woman in the middle of the road. We're told the woman was taken to the hospital where she later died. Investigators say drugs and alcohol do not appear to be factors. The name of the woman has not yet been released. 4 people are facing felony drug charges after a 6-hour police operation in downtown Pasco parks. The operation focused on drug activity in the parks. Pasco police say the officers with the Street Crimes Unit witnessed several suspected drug transactions on August 20th. Police say the Benton County Sheriff's Office and Tri-City Metro Drug Task Force assisted. A new push from Governor Bob Ferguson could change what students across Washington do with their phones during the school day. The governor wants lawmakers to approve a statewide cell phone ban in public schools. As Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen reports, before that happens, there are still questions.
For students at Pasco High, putting the phone away is already part of the school day. And Governor Bob Ferguson says what's happening here could become the standard across Washington.
Studies do show it that these devices are incredibly distracting in an academic setting, in a school setting.
A local parent says he's in agreement with the potential ban, saying people are tied to their phones too much.
From the few studies that I've seen, kids' brains are developing obviously more than my brain is developing now. And I know that that's all affecting their ability to stay focused.
Ferguson says studies show students spend roughly a quarter of their school day on their phones, adding up to more than 41 instructional days over a school year. His proposal would require students to keep phones and other smart devices away for the entire school day, including lunch and passing periods.
The consistency reduced distractions and allowed teachers to spend less time addressing cell phone-related issues, and more time focusing on instruction and building relationships with students.
Pasco leaders say the policy was driven in part by students themselves, who told administrators phones were getting in the way of learning and even social interaction.
When I finally had enough courage to put my phone away and approach people, I discovered that it actually wasn't as scary as it seemed. On the contrary, I grew as a person, connected with my teachers, and made friends.
Pasco School District Superintendent Michelle Whitney says they are focusing on reducing cell phone use that was called on by the students.
This work really started from our students asking us to address the impact of cell phones and the impact that it was having on the school environment, their ability to connect and feel safe at school.
But a statewide mandate could come with questions, including how schools would enforce it, how parents would reach their children during emergencies, and which students would need exceptions for medical or educational reasons. Ferguson says those details are still being worked out.
This legislation that requires cell phones to be what we call away for the day. There's different policies that schools have across the country when it comes to cell phones.
Ferguson plans to announce the detailed proposal by September 15th. With the goal of having districts implement the policy in September of 2027. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
The governor says the proposal will go through the normal legislative process, meaning lawmakers in both chambers would have to approve it before it could become law. He says his proposal will include narrow exceptions, but the exact language has not yet been released. Now to continuing coverage, as Representative Dan Newhouse is now talking about President Trump's plan to bring in more beef to help lower prices at the grocery store. The president announced a 90-day plan to allow up to 300,000 metric tons of beef for ground beef to enter the U.S. without an out-of-quota tariff. He says the imported beef will be sold at 25% below current market prices. But Representative Dan Newhouse says the plan could send the wrong signal to cattle producers who are needed to rebuild the American herd.
I support the efforts to bring down the cost of groceries, yes, but I truly don't agree that this is the best way to accomplish that.
Newhouse says the cattle herd is near a 70-year low and that smaller numbers are already affecting meat processing, including a local plant he says is up for sale. He calls the import plan a short-term solution to a much bigger problem. The city of Sunnyside is working to conserve its drinking water as officials prepare the city's water system for future needs. Sunnyside is moving forward in phases on a separate irrigation distribution system. The project will use Purple Pipe to bring water from the Rosa irrigation system to some city park areas instead of using the same drinking water that serves homes and businesses. City officials say some work is already underway with additional phases moving forward as the city can afford them. The goal is to conserve more available drinking water capacity as the city looks at future housing and community needs.
So we have a capacity that we're trying to evaluate right now of how we can increase that capacity. And one of those ways is to taking irrigation water that is potable and transfer that to a Purple Pipe and pull water from the Rosa irrigation system and use that to water our lawns.
Haley says the city is also encouraging residents to conserve water where they can, especially during periods of higher demand. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, the city of Selah is honoring a business that is giving back, the credit union receiving the Community Pride Award. Then Stacy returns, tracking when temperatures may really cool down. She has the very latest for you in your full First Alert weather forecast. But first, let's go ahead and give you a reason to smile. What a cool photo this one is. What a sunrise is the caption. I agree, Stu. Thank you so much for sending that one in. Keep them coming. Just scan that QR code at the top of your screen and send in your weather photo. Thank you to Lifetime Dental Care.
It's the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Off they go, spreading capability across America.
Great deals, great trucks.
Great time to buy. And J.D. Power says Ford is now #1 in new vehicle quality.
All the hauling and towing they'll do, wish I could go with them.
Sure looks like fun.
But the deals end soon. Better hurry.
Get 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days, and $1,500 retail mega bonus cash, plus a 2-year complimentary maintenance plan.
This Labor Day, give yourself the gift of a better night's sleep at Walker's Furniture.
Find your perfect mattress from the brands you trust, like Serta iComfort, Beauty Rest, and Heirloom mattresses.
Plus, there's no need to wait. Enjoy 5 years of no-interest financing with no money down and receive free delivery on select mattress purchases. Because every great day starts with a better night's sleep.
Make every morning a little better during the Labor Day mattress sale, going on now at Walker's.
They're with me. Central Plus checking.
Think you can help me push?
Let's fix that.
Discover the magic of Central Plus checking from ICCU. Life's greener here.
At Prosser Therapy Services, our pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapists help children build strength, mobility, communication, coordination, and confidence. Our state-of-the-art pediatric therapy gym provides a fun, supportive space where children can reach milestones, develop new skills, and gain greater independence. Call 509-786-6626 or visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion.
We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Ready, set, summer with the Honda Summer Event. With impressive fuel efficiency, sleek exterior styling, and sport-tuned suspension, Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Right now, you can get a 3.99% APR on a 2027 HR-V.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday, August 29th at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time on Sunday, September 13th at 9 a.m.
The City of Selah is awarding a Community Pride Award to Celerity Credit Union for the work they do in the community. The credit union volunteers and also provides support to the city's recreational fields, including them in good shape for athletes, families, and community members. Celerity's CEO says it's all about being a part of the community.
We've been in Selah actually for about 25 years with the branch there. So we've been active in Selah and in that community for a very long time. We've done Selah Community Days several times and brought local nonprofits.
The city says it is recognizing Celerity for teaming up with Selah High School to take care of Carlin Park, something that has been beneficial to students, athletes, and members of the community. The Port of Grandview is looking to bring new development into the community, while capitalizing on the land it already has. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the port about how it's managing that growth.
New homes and businesses are taking shape around Grandview as more families and businesses look to call the agricultural community home. One of its newest projects is a 45-acre property near Woodworth and Peterbaugh Roads that the port purchased late last year.
And we're going to be calling that the Woodworth Road Business Park. It'll be in a farming operation for a couple years while we do the planning. But we're looking forward to that. It's quite a large chunk of land, and it's got a lot of possibilities.
Tucker says Grandview's location is one of the things helping draw interest, with easy access to the freeway and communities across the Yakima Valley to the Tri-Cities. That interest is also pushing the port to plan for more space. Tucker says 7 clients are interested in building after available property at another port business park was sold.
And we see those people wanting to build business and grow the community as an asset. So we're moving as fast as we can.
And the development Tucker is seeing isn't limited to businesses. He says new housing is also being built around Grandview, creating more places for families to call home.
6 home builders going as fast as they can to build as many houses as they can, so it's awesome.
As for the Woodworth Road Business Park, the port is still in the planning stages and looking at what types of development could be a good fit for the property.
One of the things that we're looking at for Woodworth, we were targeting maybe another distribution center or a manufacturing company similar to Walmart, but different.
Port of Grandview officials tell me that while the city of Grandview is growing very fast, both commercially and residentially, they tell me some very real concerns still remain, like providing utilities to supplement this growth, like water and electricity.
A lot of buzz about data centers lately too, and so we're looking at that possibility. Power and water are some issues that we have to pencil in the numbers as well.
The port says it will continue working with the city of Grandview as it plans for new businesses and future development. In Grandview, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
The port also markets available property at industry trade shows as it works to attract new businesses to Grandview.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
and we're halfway through that work week. We got a shaky camera on the Atanum Ridge, a Bimark Skycam looking into the Yakima Valley. What you can't see is better air quality. You can see it on this camera, which is great. 90 degrees, that humidity low at 17%. Visibility is good, and the winds are coming from the southwest at 14, gusting up to 21 miles an hour right now in Yakima. And the winds have started to pick up a little bit more in Ellensburg this evening. Still staying very windy down the Columbia Gorge. Winds have lightened up a little bit in the Columbia Basin. We are watching and tracking air quality. We were in the red today in the Ellensburg area most of the day, but things are improving as the westerly winds come through. We're tracking a little unhealthy air quality this evening in Sunnyside tonight as well, with a little bit of that smoke passing through from some of our active fires. Most of the smoke, though, as you can see, is moving to the east, coming from the west. So that'll move out. Now, folks in and around those active fire areas will be dealing with air quality issues in through Friday, it looks like. All right, we got this cold front. It's brewing out here on the coast. It's moving in. It's squeezing pressure together. That's going to bring our strong gusty winds tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow, a little bit more breezy than it was today. And then as we get into Friday, that's when you'll really see a substantial cool down, that cool air pooling down from Canada. So good stuff there. Tonight, our overnight lows will be in the 50s and 60s, 63 for Walla Walla, 57 in Sunnyside, 61 in Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 56 in Ellensburg and Yakima. We do have that first alert weather day tonight through tomorrow. Once again, we have critically dry vegetation, as we know, and those gusty winds, any fires that do start could spread rapidly. So we're going to be watching that. But take a look at the temperature drop. We're down in the 70s and just hitting 80 tomorrow in Ellensburg. Winds, though, peaking at 40 miles per hour. In the Yakima Valley, again, out of the 90s down into the upper 80s with winds from the west at 25 miles per hour. We're going to see breezy to gusty winds here in the Columbia Basin from the southwest at 30 miles per hour, and foothills of the Blues also going to be a little bit breezy tomorrow with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Temperatures down in the 80s. All right, let's talk wildfires. We've been keeping you up to date on the big ones burning in our area. There's many fires across the state, but we've been focusing on Three Queens. That's in the Kittitas Valley. Nearly 7,700 acres burned and 13% containment. There are level 1, 2, and 3 evacuations in the area. The coal wash fire that broke out over the weekend, 95% contained, and those evacs have dropped tonight. Hagen continues to grow, but 33% containment. That also went up in the last 24 hours. The Paradise Fire is still burning pretty actively in Walla Walla County. All right, 80s to the 70s, gusty winds though in the Kittitas Valley. There you go. Look at that. There's Wednesday. We have a slight chance of finally seeing some rain in the forecast. 80s down to 79 on Saturday in Yakima. 10% chance of rain next Wednesday there. A little bit better chances of rain maybe in the Tri-Cities, 20% chance next Wednesday. But between now and then, pretty nice weather with temperatures getting very pleasant into the weekend. We're going to stay in the 80s for the most part in Hermiston with some breezy winds to worry about there. And for Walla Walla, also breezy winds, but comfortable. Maybe even feeling coolish. I hate to say 76 is coolish, but
it kind of is after 100 degrees, right?
Yeah, when it's been 90s, yeah, it'll feel kind of cool.
It's going to be a refreshing 76, crisp 76.
I can feel the fall coming.
I know.
So
how many days, Stacy?
Yeah, right. I know.
She's got the countdown coming up, right?
I'll have it.
All right. Well, still to come. Imagine being sound asleep in your bed and waking up to find a bat in your mouth. Oh my goodness. We'll tell you what one Virginia woman did when she experienced that reality.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
During the Beauty Rest Labor Day sale at Mattress Depot USA, save up to $1,000 on select Beauty Rest black adjustable sets. With the ultimate motion separation, pressure relief, and temperature management, you'll step into a world-class sleep experience. Save up to $1,000 during the Beauty Rest Labor Day sale at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale. from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
Chevy drivers across America will do a lot in the next 5 years. But one thing they won't do is pay interest on their new Chevy. Right now, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. With no payments for 90 days. Because you've earned this summer. Now it's time to go get it.
See your community Chevy dealers.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Time to check this out. A Virginia woman's surreal dream became a real-life nightmare when she says she awoke to find a bat trying to get into her mouth. Krista Edelman says she was asleep in her Richmond home and was dreaming about a cute little field mouse trying to get into her mouth. But when she awoke, she says she found a very real bat trying to burrow into her mouth. Edelman trapped the freaky flying mammal and quickly called an infectious disease specialist who urged her to immediately get treated for possible rabies exposure. In the end, the trapped bat tested negative, and Edelman's nightmarish cautionary tale went viral. Oh my goodness. An Oklahoma man is accused of igniting a makeshift flamethrower as he was being served an eviction notice earlier this month. An incident report from the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office says the housing authority had to kick in the door after the deputies weren't allowed in. The deputies then say they had to move an object that was blocking the door. Once inside the apartment, the suspect allegedly sprayed an aerosol and lit it on fire. The deputies then found, oh, there it is. Yeah, the deputies then found what appeared to be an improvised explosive device and evacuated the building. After a bomb squad disabled the device, the suspect was detained. That escalated quickly. All right, still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, a blank wall becomes a canvas for community pride. Toppenish celebrates its identity through the eyes of its local students. Keep it here.
Ready, set, summer with the Honda Summer Event. With available features like all-terrain tires, off-road tuned suspension, and Trail Watch. Honda has all you need to get summer ready as the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker in America. Right now, you can get at 1.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline.
It has in fact not been a pleasure working with you.
What's going on?
Make sure to underline not. We're writing a resignation letter in case I win the Quest for the Million giveaway on New Year's Day.
Why not wait until you know you've won?
Yeah, at that point I'll already be a millionaire and writing letters just sounds like work. Hemsworth, let's play that back.
Yeah, penny pinching break room yogurt thief.
Nice, nice.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, September 10th at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
At Sundown M Ranch, healing begins the moment you arrive. With residential treatment, outpatient programs, and specialized youth care, we support the whole person every step of the way. Our serene setting offers comfort, peace, and space to just breathe.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home, and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
I'm a little bit of a collector of snow globes. Growing up in Shelton, I never left the state until I was in high school, really. The first place I think I went to was California, and I bought a miniature snow globe. I just thought it was cute, I liked it, and then ever since then, anytime I go somewhere new, I buy a snow globe from that place. There's so many around my apartment, they're everywhere. They're like my favorite they're up all year. It's not a Christmas decoration to me, it's an all year decoration for me.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30, a man's body is recovered from the Columbia River. The circumstances surrounding the discovery near Irrigan. Plus, kids in Pasco now have access to a brand new study center, how it's giving students the support they need to excel in school and beyond. Your news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thank you so much for staying with us. On this critical alert day, we do want to kickstart things off this half hour by checking back in with our very own Stacy Lee, who is monitoring the combination of the dry vegetation out there and the gusty winds. Stacy?
And the heat, Wendy. You know, we hit 100 degrees today in Tri-Cities. It would have taken 102 to tie a record, but 100 degrees was 12 degrees above the average. So we've been tracking some gusty winds, and as you know, it's been critically dry in vegetation. Winds are easing a little bit in the Columbia Basin, but they've picked up in Ellensburg. It's been pretty windy all day in Yakima, as well as the Columbia River Gorge. And you see the camera shaking here. We've got winds, sustained winds at 10 miles per hour, 14% humidity. That's very low. And again, we hit 100 degrees today at 5 o'clock. So not quite record breaking, but still 12 degrees above the average. And it's still pretty warm outside all across the viewing area. We also still have smoke alerts, especially in the Kittitas Valley. We've been tracking poor air quality earlier today, but look, things are starting to improve a little bit as those winds blow in from the west. Now, speaking of warm temperatures, it's going to be a warm evening as you move through your night. 60s and upper 70s for Tri-Cities tonight at 11 o'clock. So the cooling trend isn't going to happen till the wee early morning hours as this cold front starts to move in tomorrow. Look at the difference in temperatures, nowhere near. Well, our average for this time of year in Tri-Cities anyway is 88. So right about average. It's the gusty winds we're going to be keeping our eye on once again tomorrow. So breezy gusty winds tonight, tomorrow, elevated fire danger through the weekend, much cooler temperatures on the way. And could we finally see a little bit of rain? I'll have all the details coming up. Wendy?
Thank you, Stacy. An investigation is underway after a missing man was recovered from the Columbia River near Irrigan. According to the Morrow County Sheriff's Office, shortly before 9 a.m. yesterday, deputies received a report about a deceased person in the Columbia River. This was near Patterson Ferry and Riverview Lane. MCSO deputies and Boardman fire rescue personnel conducted a search of the river and found the man's body after a 4-hour-long search. Deputies say he was believed to be a 49-year-old Hispanic man who was reported missing. While most students were out for summer break, a group of Toppenish middle schoolers were busy working on a project that will change the look of their campus for years to come. They just unveiled a 12-panel mural designed to represent the heart of their town. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia shows us how these kids are leaving a permanent mark on their community.
Sarah Basinger, who led the project at Toppenish Middle School, says they have wanted to install a mural for a long time. They finally made it happen this summer through a community and school grant from Educational Service District 105.
About 6 weeks, and we brainstormed what we wanted, and then we designed it on a computer, and then we used the computer image to then sketch out our design. And the kids also made other murals to practice before we did this big mural.
The students designed the mural with one thing in mind.
This mural is representing Toppenish as an entire community and how we are among ourselves, treating each other like one big family.
I think it's important to us because the reason it's up is because it's not just for the school, it's for the whole community. And when people come here and they're guests from other counties coming to visit the school, they're gonna see that mural and they're gonna be like, hey, this is a pretty cool town, this is a pretty cool community. This school is doing a lot to help the whole community. So it just represents us as a community, not just a school.
For the students, the mural is intended to create a welcoming environment.
I think that it represents us because it's going to be here for a very long time, and a lot of students, a bunch of others are going to be able to see it.
I think that it's good for our community, and it's to help represent our Toppenish and all of the stuff that we do here.
To me, I think it makes people feel welcome and safe, so they don't have to feel different from others, and it has other stuff they can relate to probably on the mural.
I think it leaves a really big mark because it's gonna make everybody feel nice and welcome and not feel so alone anymore. And if we can do a big mural, I bet other people can do it too.
I think it shows that no matter what sport you do and stuff like that, you're welcome.
15 students came together over the summer to make this project come to life. Reporting in Toppenish, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Basinger says the project was such a success, they've already been asked to create a new mural for the elementary school, with plans for smaller pieces at the middle school. A partnership between the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties and Panda Express now provided a new study place for young people in the community. They celebrated with an official ribbon-cutting ceremony of the new Panda Cares Center of Hope at the Pasco Clubhouse. This newly renovated space is intended to give children an area for things like homework help.
It's honestly incredible. We get to open up so many opportunities for the kids and the activities, and the flexible seating options, that's also amazing. A lot of our kids need that, and the computers is just an amazing space for the kids.
This is the second Panda Care Center of Hope in the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties. The first one was installed in the Kennewick Clubhouse about 2 years ago. Hermiston's cross-country team is back on track as fall sports teams begin their practices. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable shows us how the team is ready to get back to work with their teammates by their side.
The boys and girls cross-country teams in Hermiston began official school practices after a summer of training.
It's just easier for us to come as a team, and it makes it a lot easier to run because it's better to run with your family than by yourself,
There's a lot of excitement, but also a lot of pressure, It's time to finally do what we've been planning on and put in that last push so we reach our highest potential.
Last season, the boys finished top 10 in the state, But the strong community formed is just as important for the runners.
Participating on so many club teams, so many other sports, but there's not been a team like this one. I mean, like, running is super hard, and there are days where I don't want to come back, but like, just the people here are so amazing, and our coaches are the best. Like, they care about you more than just an athlete, they care about you as a person.
The physical training is difficult, with the light days still including several miles of running, but Hermiston believes that the strength of the mental side is what really puts athletes over the edge.
Tough times where you some days you have bad races and you don't just I just want to quit the sport, but no, you just gotta keep going. That's what this sport is all about.
The athletes have goals for the team this year as well as for themselves. One example being making the most out of their senior season after battling injuries last year.
I was out for a while, and then I got sick and I wasn't able to hit the times that I wanted to or even really get close to that. So this season there's pressure, I'm putting pressure on myself to really excel and go above and beyond and get the PR that I should have gotten last year.
The Bulldogs feel like this is one of the most talented groups they've had and are confident their bonds will help drive them this year. In Hermiston, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
The first cross-country meet of the season is September 4th at the Hanford Jamboree. Then Hermiston will get ready to host their Melon Fest home meet. Coming up, a major win for states taking on big tech, how the settlement could affect your family. Then Stacy is tracking another round of winds in the region. She'll tell you how severe it'll be near you. That's in your full First Alert weather forecast as we leave you with this live look from Kennewick.
We're just getting started. The Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days is back, celebrating 160 years of unforgettable memories. Kick off Labor Day weekend on September 2nd with Rock and Roll Hall of Famers Cheap Trick live in concert. Then enjoy 5 action-packed days of thrilling carnival rides, incredible fair food, free entertainment, and fun for the whole family. The Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days, 160 years strong, and we're just getting started. Get your tickets today at wallawallafairgrounds.com.
During the Beauty Rest Labor Day sale at Mattress Depot USA, save up to $1,000 on select Beauty Rest black adjustable sets. With the ultimate motion separation, pressure relief, and temperature management, you'll step into a world-class sleep experience. Save up to $1,000 during the Beauty Rest Labor Day sale at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is still bringing the heat with the final month of the $170,000 Summer of Fun and Games. All August, face the cash cube and grab as much cash as you can and win up to $1,000 every Friday and Saturday. And with more than $10,000 in cash and prizes awarded every weekend, you could be the next big winner. Saturday, August 29th at 10:30 p.m. Grab hold of your last chance to win big. 3 grand prize winners will play for up to $10,000 cash. More fun, more games, more ways to win at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. About to start the show, better take your seats.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
Meta just reached a nearly $18 billion settlement to end a landmark lawsuit. The deal, announced today, resolves claims from 29 states, including Washington, that the company's platforms like Facebook and Instagram harmed young people's mental health. The deal comes just over a week after a trial began in California. Under the agreement, Meta's payment will fund youth online safety initiatives in many states. The social media giant will also impose new daily time limits for teens. Meta does not admit to any wrongdoing as part of the settlement. Washington Attorney General Nick Brown says the state will receive a guaranteed $237 million and up to $339 million over 10 years. Brown says the additional funding is dependent on other social media companies reaching similar agreements with states. Apple could be getting ready for its biggest iPhone shakeup yet. The tech giant is expected to unveil its first foldable iPhone at an event early next month. The launch will also be the first major product event under new CEO John Ternus, who takes over from Tim Cook September 1st. Apple has not confirmed what it will announce, but analysts also expect new iPhones and Apple Watches and possibly a greater focus on AI-powered devices. A foldable model would put Apple in more direct competition with Samsung, which currently dominates the foldable phone market.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
We'll take a live look outside the Yakima Valley. I've been seeing better air quality, good conditions. You can actually see the sky finally in the Yakima Valley tonight. 90 degrees there. Winds are coming in from the southwest, sustained at 14 miles an hour. Humidity very low. Fire danger remains high. You see those gusts are up to 21 miles an hour. Gusts up to 37 miles an hour in Ellensburg, 38 miles an hour down the Columbia River Gorge. So fire danger remains high. Air quality is improving. We were seeing reds and bright oranges earlier today in the Kittitas Valley, but things have kind of cleared out a little bit. We are seeing a little bit of poor air quality in the middle of the valley there near Sunnyside. As the winds continue to blow in from the west, the air quality should improve for most of us. Still going to see a lot of smoke out by the Hagen Fire and the Paradise Fire here in Walla Walla County, and of course the fires burning out in the Kittitas Valley also creating a little bit of smoke, but improving air quality as the cooler air starts to move in. This is tomorrow. That pressure is really tight. That creates the gusty winds, but you can see this cold front moving into the region, and you'll feel those temperatures really coming up this weekend. Quite the cool down after 100 degrees today. Overnight lows tonight, 60s up in the mountains, 50s. Look at Cabbage Hill down to 45 tonight. 47 at White Pass, so cooling off quite a bit in the mountains. Tonight and tomorrow, of course, we still have an alert day due to the dry vegetation and those gusty winds that we talked about, and those winds will pick up a little bit more so tomorrow, where we could see those gusts peak at 40 miles an hour in the Kittitas Valley. Temperatures all up and down the valley, 70s, 80 degrees for Ellensburg. We're going to be below 90 tomorrow in the Yakima Valley, 86 and 87 degrees there. Winds at 25 miles an hour in the Columbia Basin, southwest winds 30 miles an hour, and we'll see the 80s and 90s here as well. So a big cool down by over 10 degrees in many spots. 80s along the foothills of the Blues with winds from the west at 20 miles an hour. All right, the update on our fires, the big fires burning in our area anyway. Three Queens is now over 77 acres, 13% containment. That went up a little bit. Still lots of evacuations for several of the fires. Coal Wash is now 95% contained. That was the fire that broke out over the weekend. Look at the amount of land it scorched, though, in such a short amount of time. So that one is pretty much wrapped up. Hagen, over 60,000 acres, and still plenty of evacuations there. And Paradise, which is 0% containment. I do want to point out that the Hagen fire is now 33% contained, so that's good news. All right, 70s and 80s out in the Kittitas Valley. Look at that, and take a peek at Wednesday. We have a 30% chance of rain. It's a ways off. We'll be monitoring that closely, as we really could use some rain. Temperatures in Yakima also teetering in the 70s and 80s. 60s with a slight chance of rain next Wednesday. 80 degree temperatures straightforward in the Tri-Cities for the next 7 days. And taking a peek at Hermiston, 70s and 80s there as well, with some breezy winds on Saturday. Walla Walla also looking a little breezy, but 76 on Saturday, so much cooler than we've been seeing. And those overnight lows give us some good overnight recovery as far as temps go, so good stuff.
And just to confirm, it is still August.
It is still August, yes, for a few more days.
Doesn't look like it, right?
Just a few more days.
Yeah, that forecast, those temperatures up there.
Right.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll be ready for the cool down, I guess.
That's right.
Well, still ahead on what's trending, a beloved romantic comedy is getting a second chapter. What we know about some of the questions a lot of people want answered. Keep it right here.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic.
And right now, save up to $1,400 on select Split King sleep systems.
Or check out the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, starting as low as $50 per month with no strings attached.
Want to get more done with one sheet? Grab Bounty. Bounty is made to be stronger and more absorbent. So while ordinary brands can't hold up, one sheet of Bounty keeps working even when wet. Can your paper towel do all that? Bounty, the quicker picker-upper, America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Step into a world of luxury with Frigidaire. With its 30-minute complete cycle feature, smudge-proof, Orbit Clean with 4 times more water coverage. Frigidaire Clean Boost has made my life that much better. With a little more time for this, and this, and this, and this. And the Fred's family made it so easy, from selecting the perfect model to their swift installation. Discover Frigidaire Clean Boost at Fred's.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Get this exceptional offer on select 2026 Cadillac CT5 models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
It took more than 2 decades, but a sequel for How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is coming.
That's right. Sources say Kate Hudson, the star of the 2003 film, is linked to the project as a co-producer. No word yet if she or Matthew McConaughey will reprise their roles in the second installment.
Oh, I hope so. Paramount is searching for a screenwriter, according to a source, and no other attachments are confirmed at this point. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days earned nearly $180 million worldwide. I guess I probably contributed to that. But it was so good. Do you remember the Love Fern?
Yeah.
The Love Fern.
The Love Fern.
And that iconic gold dress.
Now I have to watch it again.
I know, me too.
All right, going through TSA checkpoint doesn't have to be all frowns and no fun.
No, just ask this guy. His name is Bolt, and he just won the Transportation Security Administration's cutest canine contest.
That's right. He beat out 81 other explosive detecting dogs in employee voting to make the final four. Then the traveling public crowned him top dog. Look at that face.
Eyeballs. Bolt works at Dallas, Fort Worth. These are hilarious pictures. I see why he won. His handler says he's all business on the job and a bundle of energy at home. But you can see he's a ham.
Right, absolutely.
Is he just making all those faces for the camera, or what's up with that?
Dog. Gotta love that.
How would that not win?
And his name Bolt, pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, stay with us when we come right back. A final look at your weather forecast.
This Labor Day, make your home your favorite place to be at Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
With holiday discounts store-wide, create your perfect space and save big on furniture made for the moments you'll remember most.
Or get what you love now and pay over time with no money down.
Sink into comfort like never before. Find the sectional you've been waiting for. Or create the bedroom you've been dreaming about. Fall in love with home all over again. This week at Walker's Labor Day sale.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
When it comes to Viking hand or Dupuytren's contracture, and you can't lay your hand flat or grip a doorknob, don't be a Viking. Surgery isn't the only option. Request a modern, non-surgical treatment with minimal recovery time. If not offered, get a second opinion. Visit findahandspecialist.com.
Why are all these bugs in here? I just cleaned the house. I need a Zevo. I'm plugging in my Zevo because it's parties tonight. It's gonna be strong, putting bugs in the past because it traps with blue UV light. I need a
Zevo is 5 times more attractive to flies, working 24/7 to kill 99.9% of bugs trapped, with no odor and no mess.
We got a Zevo.
Feeling dizzy, off balance, or worried about falling? You don't have to just live with it. At the Pacific Campus, Alex Trowbridge DPT is accepting new patients and specializes in vestibular therapy, treating vertigo, dizziness, and balance issues. And here's something many patients don't realize. You can choose where you go for physical therapy. Choose the PC. We also treat gait and balance, pain management, and even pool therapy. Ask your doctor to refer you to physical therapy at the PC with Alex Trowbridge DPT.
And welcome back. All right, we have an alert day tonight, tomorrow for the breezy to gusty winds, dry vegetation, big cool down. You guys are going to love the temperatures on the way, and maybe a little rain. We're tracking possibly some rain coming in next Wednesday. We sure do need it. All right, something else to keep you on top of, the partial lunar eclipse happens tomorrow night. Visibility from our area should be pretty good, and you'll want to see the max eclipse at 9:13 p.m. tomorrow night. Again, it's 96% of the moon will be covered, so pretty cool. Check that out. And there it is for you, Wendy. 27
I knew
days.
You'd have it.
Now, 27 days until the first day of fall, but meteorological fall starts September 1st, and that is 6 days away.
Oh my goodness.
So,
yeah, that always trips me out that there are always 2 different numbers.
Meteorological fall.
The one that we all go by, we still have.
So there it is, summer slipping away.
All right, as is this newscast. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Have a good night.